Sterling High School, Channel 19, winner of the National Emmy Award for the Best Live Game Broadcast.
You're watching Sterling High School, Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford.
For the first time since 1971, Sterling is South Jersey champ.
Went on to become the New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string sing. South Jersey is well represented now.
Sterling is going to the championship game.
Looks like he's fouled there. Put on a desperation shot, and there he goes. It's good! It's good!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 for the second game of our 24-hour doubleheader, I guess you could say, between your Sterling Lady Knights and the Robbinsville Ravens, a team we don't go against quite often in really any of our sports, but we did this year with our boys soccer team when they advanced to the state finals. So taking a look at the Colonial Liberty standings, Haddon Township Hawks leading the way 3-0 in the division, 5-0 overall. The Haddon Heights Garnets 1-0 in the division, 4-1 overall. The Sterling Silver Knights, your Lady Knights, are 2-1 in the division, 3-2 overall. West Effort Eagles 1-2 in the division, 2-3 overall. The Haddonfield Bulldogs 0-1 in the division, 3-2 overall. And then the Woodbury Thundering Herd, who Sterling beat yesterday, 0-1 in the division, 1-3 overall. So looking at the Colonial Valley division, Notre Dame 1-0 in the division, 4-0 overall. The Robbinsville Ravens 1-0 in the division, 4-1 overall. Princeton 1-0 in the division, 4-2 overall. Ewing 1-0 in the division, 1-5 overall. Trenton 0-1 in the division, 3-3 overall. Hightstown 0-1 in the division, 3-4 overall. Nottingham 0-1 in the division, 2-4 overall. And Hopewell Valley at the bottom. So taking a look at this matchup between Sterling and Robbinsville, 3-2 are your Sterling Lady Knights. They average 28 points per game on offense, 33 on defense. Lexi Kuhn leading the way with 11 points per game. Paris Logan with 6. Jordan Frazier with 5, and the Maddie Sims with 3. And on the Robbinsville side of the things, Ava Aldarelli really leads the way for these Ravens with 18 points per game. They're second in the Colonial Valley, 40 points per game on offense, 32 on defense. Kiara Pernini, 7 points per game. Bianca Godwin with 6 points per game, and then Mike Singh with 5 points per game. So I'm going to take a step aside real quick, and we're going to let the girls introduce themselves for today's game.
Madison Sims, Junior, forward, Stratford.
Lexi Kuhn, Junior, guard, Stratford.
Michaela Carr, Senior, guard, Summerdale.
Paris Logan, Senior, forward, Summerdale.
Amber Wilsey, Senior, guard, Stratford.
Molly Hofbaker, freshman, guard, Laurel Springs.
Macy Fox, Senior, guard, Laurel Springs.
Jordan Frazier, Junior, forward, Lindenwold.
Aaliyah Smith, Junior, forward, Magnolia.
So taking a look at the game history, there's no game history, ladies and gentlemen. Since 2007, at least these two teams have never met. Robbinsville does not come here very often, as I mentioned before. So taking a look at some of the keys to the game for these Lady Knights, they have to pressure on defense. I mean, Ava Aldarelli really has the hot hand for this, Robbinsville team. Isn't the greatest three-point shooter in the world, but really relies on driving to the basket. So it's going to be important for Sterling to take advantage of that. They also have to limit the turnovers. And when we start broadcasting these girls, ever since we saw them this year, they've been a little bit of sloppy with the ball, and rebounding a big thing too. They have the height, they have the strength with Paris Logan, Jordan Frazier. They're both of them in the starters for this Lady Knights basketball team. To start, Paris Logan, Amber Wilsey, 1 and 2 seniors, and then Lexi Kuhn, the leading points per game scorer for this Sterling team, has 11.4 points per game. Maddie Sims and Jordan Frazier. And then for Robbinsville, it's going to be Allison Klinger, Kiara Perini, Gabby Bottoni, Ava Aldarelli, and then Madison Griffin, the freshman, rounding out the Robbinsville starters. So I'm going to step aside for just a moment, and we're going to listen in to PA announcer Rob Strauss with the announcements.
5'2" sophomore number 2, Allison Franklin. And at guard, 5'10", freshman number 21, Madison Griffin. The Ravens are coached by Justin Schmidt. And now the starting lineups here, Sterling Lady Knights. At forward, 5'8", senior number 3, Paris Lucan. At guard, 5'9", senior number 11, Amber Wilsey. At guard, 5'9", junior number 15, Lexi Kuhn. At 45, junior number 22, Massims. And at 45, junior number 23, Jordan Frazier. The Lady Knights are coached by Kate McDonald, assisted by Chris Jones, Ashley Sharp, Tim McDonald, and Chanel Robinson.
Sterling Lady Knights team's gone through a lot, Max. I'm joined here by Max Zubak, I should mention. There is Coach Justin Schmid to the left, and then the one, the only Coach Kate McDonald to the right. And this Sterling Lady Knights team these past couple of years, Max, gone through a lot. Last year with all the injuries, we've noted many, many times. This year losing Ireland Kay. But this Sterling team is looking a lot more well-rounded than we thought. How do you feel about going into this game against a Robbinsville opponent that they don't see very much?
Well, obviously with an opponent you don't see that much, you got to go in expecting really anything to happen. And especially with a team like Robbinsville, we don't receive anyone really from that division most of these times in the more northern part of the state, and we've only seen them once in other sports. So it's going to be a team that you got to figure out as the game goes, which means you got to take smarter shots and play with a little more hesitance to start. Obviously, you want to get the points and play high-pressure defense, but on offense, let the pace be a little slower, figure out how the team defends, and then you can expose it throughout. You don't want to take too much time elaborating on that, but still start quick with that. Get into their heads before they can get into yours.
So we're just getting ready for the tip-off with Jordan Frazier and Perini. We're off, and Robbinsville will start with possession. So it looks like Griffin is going to lead the way. The freshman for this Robbinsville Ravens team gets back to her at the top. She's going to get over to Bottoni. Back to Griffin. Over to Klinger. Back to Griffin. Just good outer movement right now from the Robbinsville Ravens. Still trying to find something inside. The Sterling zone defense historic under Kate McDonald. Just so good. And Ken's McDonald said if there's one thing she'll never forget, it's that Kate McDonald zone defense. And, it's been effective even when they're down players, something these girls always know how to do. A three-pointer here from Klinger hits off the front rim. Good rebound there by Frazier. And now Lexi Kuhn is off. She finds Paris Logan under the rim. She goes up to finish. Nice defense there by Aldarelli. Robbinsville gets back possession. Griffin now moving up the court. Finds Bottoni. Back to Griffin. She finds Klinger. Back to Griffin. Just outside movement right here from the Ravens. Sterling defense staying strong. They look underneath, looking for Perini. She tries to find Aldarelli. Great defense there by Paris Logan, but it will stay Robbinsville ball. Good start by the Sterling defense, limiting this offense to the outer range. And not something Robbinsville's the greatest at. Here's a steal and a great hustle play there by Jordan Frazier. Maddie Sims now moving up the court for Sterling's offense. Sims slows the pace down. Kuhn getting face guarded. We're going to see that a lot of this game. It looks like Perini is the girl they stuck on her. Sims looks out to the outside. Wilsey chucks up the three, and it doesn't go. Griffin now starting this one back off for the Robbinsville Ravens. They try and look inside. Good steal there from the Lady Knights. Great read there by Maddie Sims. Now she's off to the races. She looks for Jordan Frazier inside. Frazier back to Kuhn. Kuhn, her three-pointer, just off the iron. That one will stay in Sterling possession, but a good start from this Lady Knights defense.
Both defenses have been very good. I do think the one thing Sterling could do slightly better on the offensive thing is, again, let the pace be a little slower. You got to let yourself find your footing before you start stepping.
So a pass underneath. That one looked like it went off a Robbinsville player, so it'll stay in Sterling possession once again. Thank you all for tuning in here on this Saturday, I would say, afternoon stream. Our second stream in 24 hours. Streamed the boys game versus Woodbury the other day. This one underneath to Maddie Sims. Sims trying to go up for the putback. She couldn't get it in. So now Griffin will advance once again to this Robbinsville team. Looks like the girl will be running the point for most of the afternoon here for the Ravens. It's passing beyond the arc. It's been Robbinsville's key so far. They're trying to get something down low to one of their better players. They look for Aldarelli. Sims right next to her. Aldarelli puts up the mid-range. She can't get that one to go. And we'll say in Robbinsville possession. This zone really becoming a struggle for this Robbinsville team so far.
This 2-3 defense, man, it's been really good at just making sure they're forced to kind of play outside and then move in slowly, and it's gotten them turnovers and now fouls still.
So Griffin now will go to the line to shoot two. That's going to be Jordan Frazier's first foul of the afternoon, the first for either team.
So foul number 23, Jordan Frazier.
So now going to the line will be the freshman, getting ready to shoot two here for Robbinsville. Madison Griffin misses the first. 3 points per game, a 67 free throw per shooter. So pretty good from the charity stripe, just in her freshman year here. She misses her second, so we stay at a 0-0 game, and possession will be awarded right back to Robbinsville. So stuck at this 0-0, both defenses playing rather well against each other, doing a good job of defending the Stars, looking underneath for Griffin. She takes a drive toward the basket, nice pass to the outside, and the mid-range won't go. Rebound gotten by Robbinsville once again. They put one up, and that one goes in. Nice shot by the leading scorer, Ava Aldarelli. She finds her first 2 points of the game. Pass by Wilsey goes wayward, and we're going to take a look at the replay.
We see they find a way to kind of stop the zone from going anywhere for a second. With that first shot attempt, they get everyone on one, they pass it out. But then after the fact, it was crowded. They get it over everyone. A nice two.
So good passing on the outside. A nice tip there by Wilsey, but Griffin smartly gets the ball back, and now the outside passing will continue. They go inside, but that one's tipped out, and it'll go back in Sterling possession. So Sterling still searching for their first points of the first quarter. About 3 minutes have ticked down for the Lady Knights. Wilsey looks like she's going to be running the point. Wilsey now progressing up the court, trying to charge in, looking for a pass underneath, an immediate turnover. Great read there by Aldarelli. She's going towards the basket. Sims trailing behind her. Aldarelli can't get the layup to go. That one will go in Robbinsville possession.
I mean, the goal in one of the game, key points that we saw earlier was not to turn the ball over, and that was just a blatant one. You can work on it throughout the game, but as you got to warm the passing, be a little safer.
Wilsey gets her turnover right back, and then Robbinsville steals it right back again. Turnovers galore for this Lady Knights team so far. The key to the game not necessarily being succeeded so far, or successful, I should say. So now they look underneath, a nice pass underneath. The mid-range shot blocked there by Paris Logan. Kuhn gets the rebound, and Sims will take the point. So now moving up is Sims. Sims trying to get past Griffin. It looks like a charging foul is awarded to Maddie Sims.
Well, we see the drive go in. Yeah, it is just a bit of a drag on the arm.
It actually looked like that one was on Paris Logan as we take a look at Coach McDonald. So that's Paris Logan's first, the team's second foul of the afternoon. A nice pass underneath. Mid-range shot won't go there for the Ravens. Fight for the ball under the rim. Looks like there's going to be a foul on Robbinsville. Looks like the foul is on Ava Alvarelli, so that is going to be the first of the game for the Ravens. So now Sterling will get possession. 2-0 game here to start this afternoon. Nice pass on the inside for Lexi Kuhn. The shot won't go. They say the foul is on the floor. Aldarelli already with 2 fouls here just in the first quarter. Now Lexi Kuhn to inbound, gets it over to Logan. She finds Wilsey. We'll take a look at the replay there. Wilsey with the floater and right off the backboard and in. Bank is open for Amber Wilsey, and she finds Sterling's first 2 points of the game. Robbinsville now doing a good job cycling a three-pointer from the corner, won't go. Nice rebound there by Logan. Bianca Godwin was looking for her first 3 points of the game, could not get them. So now Sterling Back on the offense, Sims with the mid-range jumper. That one doesn't get enough on it. Nice save there by Jordan Frazier, but falls right into the hands of the Robbinsville Ravens. So now moving up is Griffin. Her and Batoni have really kind of run the point together for this Robbinsville team so far, really just on the outer arc, having good ball movement. But they look inside. Nice passing here. They find Aldarelli, but get out of here with that shot. Paris Logan swats that one out of bounds. We're going to take a look at the replay.
It's good perimeter passing. They get it in. It's a triangle around of defense, and then Logan gets all ball and a nice block there.
Logan, one of Sterling's best defenders, all well-rounded, beyond the arc, inside the paint. He's done a great job for this Lady Knights team so far. Aldarelli now has it. Finds Griffin. Griffin releasing from the three. She can't get it. Wilsey with the rebound. Wilsey now gives it to Sims. Sims to Frazier. Frazier back to Wilsey. Wilsey scanning the court, looking underneath, and she can't get it once again. So now Robbinsville off the turnover, trying to go back to the basket. Aldarelli slows it down. 18 points per game for the junior. They go across the court looking for Batoni. Nice ball movement, a three-pointer from the side. Won't go once again for Godwin. She's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc so far. Now Lexi Kuhn slowing it down. Sims to Wilsey. Not a lot of stoppages in this game so far. Already at the 2-minute mark. She finds Frazier underneath. Frazier trying to work inside. Jump ball called. Possession will stay in favor of the Lady Knights. A lot of aggression so far here, Max.
Yeah, a lot of aggression, a lot of good defense on both sides. Neither offense has gotten into a rhythm in this first quarter. It feels like they're both kind of struggling to read how to defend against these two, against each other.
Mid-range shot by Sims doesn't go. A nice rebound there by Paris Logan. She looks at Wilsey. Wilsey now trying to drive to the hoop. She looks to go off the backboard once again. That one hits off the rim instead. Looks like a battle under the basket. Frazier tries to put one up. She can't get that one to go. Jump ball. It'll be in favor of Robbinsville this time. Good job of Sterling staying persistent on the boards this time. That was one of their keys to the game, trying to get some of these rebounds and trying to limit, Robbinsville from, triumphing over their bigs.
Yeah, the rebounds have been really solid. Now scoring off of them has been the issue. If they can get those two to work together, this could be a really nice scoring game for Sterling.
There was head coach of Robbinsville, Justin Schmid, the Allentown boys soccer coach. Coaches boys basketball here in the winter for the Robbinsville Ravens, as there he is again. So now Amber Wilsey running the point, 1:18 read here in quarter number 1. Sims gets a nice screen set for her there by Jordan Frazier. Can't go much of anywhere with it. Now Wilsey will restart up here. Now this one finds Frazier. That one she cannot handle, so to go back in favor of the Robbinsville Ravens. Both of these offense kind of a little bit at a stalemate here as we take a look at the replay.
Definitely a bit of a deadlock here. They're kind of stuck on the defensive mindset. Their defenses have both been really good by design against these offenses. Now they got to see if the offensive play style can adapt and change to how the defenses play.
A nice pass across the court. She draws the foul, so she will go to the charity stripe for 2. That is Gabby Batoni.
See there, it is good passing. She gets in, draws the foul by driving in. It's a smart shot take by Batoni.
So Gabby Batoni will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was on Lexi Kuhn. It's her first of the afternoon. So to shoot 2 now is Batoni to try and break out of this 2-2 lock. She can't cash in the first. A little bit just under half from the charity stripe for Gabby Batoni, a 4-point per game player in her senior year, 43 from the free throw line. Cashes in her second. So now we're at a 3-2 game here with just under a minute to play here in quarter number 1. Lady Knights looking to get something started on the offensive side of the ball here, as they haven't had much success to start. Wilsey finds Kuhn. Kuhn finds Sims. Sims from beyond the arc just gets a little bit too much on it. So now Robbinsville gets the rebound and is looking to go in transition, starting with Mahik Singh. Singh finds Batoni. They go underneath. Nice read there by Maddie Sims. Good hands, as we've seen a lot from the soccer season. She's looking for Amber Wilsey. A nice read there by Robbinsville. Allison Klinger making the jumping play. Now Singh will move up the court once again. 15 seconds to go here for the Robbinsville Ravens. Singh finds Batoni. Batoni back to Singh. 7 seconds remain. Singh over to Batoni. Batoni looking underneath. They go outside. Griffin needs to put one up, and it won't go down. So that is the end of the first quarter between these two teams. 3-2 the score. We'll be right back at you with second quarter action.
Did you see Johnny's shorts on Thursday?
Oh my god, I know, it was disgusting.
Wait, guys,
what cup are you on, Riley?
I think she's on her 12th. Well, here's 13.
I don't think I can do it.
No, you have to do it. No, you have to do it.
Okay, okay.
All right, chug,
Okay.
chug, 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 chug. Woo! Oh my God,
Guys,
you did it.
I don't feel so good.
You're fine.
I don't feel so good.
Is she okay?
What are we gonna do now?
We need to call for help.
No, we're gonna get in trouble. We can't do that.
So the snow is falling here at Sterling High School as we are back for this afternoon game between the Robbinsville Ravens and your Sterling Lady Knights, and definitely fingers crossed for a snow day this Monday, Max.
Oh, I'd love it.
Yeah.
I would love it.
That'd be awesome. This is the second of 2 games in a 24-hour span here at Sterling High School. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak, the 2 normal suspects here in the broadcast booth, and glad to bring you guys this stream between Sterling and Robbinsville. I mean, just nice to come out here on this Saturday afternoon, broadcast some girls basketball right after we had our boys stream the other day where they just narrowly beat out the Woodbury Thundering Herd. But now an interesting person to mention in the game, Kylie Montatine, someone who started the year on JV and clearly turned some heads down there, and now coming up to this varsity lineup for these Sterling Lady Knights. So Paris Logan now trying to drive in toward the lane, finds Montatine. Montatine's just going to rip it. That one goes off the backboard. She can pull the trigger very nicely for this Lady Knights team. I mean, she can really rip the threes. Yeah, Sterling pitcher Vaughn McVeigh gets an action shot right there.
We'd seen Montatine in JV action prior to these streams a couple of times, and she can get a hot hand going. Just,
oh, yeah.
You got to get her the ball to get that to happen.
So good pass underneath, now trying to move into some space was Perini. She misses. And now Lexi Kuhn trying to move and transition. She gives it off to Montatine. Montatine, just a freshman. Trying to find some open space, will pull it. She has the confidence, and that's something that a lot of freshmen have a hard time developing, is that confidence factor. It seems that she has it. That ball will go in favor of Sterling after a little bit of a wrestling match between Perini and Kuhn. She finds Montatine off the inbound. Montatine driving to the hoop. She gets hit. She falls, but no foul. The show will go on here. And Robbinsville now trying to move in transition. Robbinsville now. Pass between a couple of players. Singh has it. She finds Batoni. Back to Singh. Back to Batoni. Just give and go between these two players. There's been a lot of this game so far. Singh now looking towards the outside, a three-point taken, and a three-point cashing by Ava Aldarelli. 5 points on the night for her. So now Montatine moving into some space. He's going to take the mid-range shot. That one hits off iron. Yeah,
Definitely not afraid to shoot. She's already had 3 attempts, but hasn't really gotten much going to start.
You know what, Max? I actually don't mind any of the shots she's taken so far. A lot of these Sterling girls, apart from her, have had a rough time shooting in this game so far. Shot by Aldarelli misses. Montatine now has it. She gets it stolen away. Maddie Sims couldn't see it coming, but it will stay in possession of Sterling. We're going to take a look at the replay.
It's definitely not a negative for her to shoot. Comment on that as it was a nice 3 there. Wasn't a bad idea for her to shoot either, but it is good to get these attempts in. If we take a look here.
Ava Aldarelli isn't necessarily the best three-point shooter, but definitely can hit it when she needs to. And that was one where she needed to hit it and did a great job of doing so. Montatine looking underneath for Paris Logan. A foul on the floor there. Looks like it's going to be called on Ava Aldarelli. Already in some foul trouble with her 3rd personal foul. Team's first of the second quarter. Timeout taken here by Coach McDonald. You can follow us on Twitter or X at Sterling TV 19. We'll have live updates of all the action happening here with Sterling Sports and, of course, all the action happening around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter or X at Sterling TV 19. Now, Max, I mean, just to go on a little bit of memory watch here, the last time these Robbinsville Ravens came to town, we had a pretty fun time, I guess I could say.
Yeah, we had a really good game, very stressful game.
Yeah.
And it was one for the ages. I was really glad to be there. It was one that led us to a state championship.
Yeah.
It was really fun for us to be there for.
Super storybook. I mean, you know, you go down, one of your best defenders goes down with a red, and then one of your other best defenders goes down with a red. It's 11v9. You're down by 1. Or no, you're tied. Excuse me. You're tied, and somehow Quentin Rosano puts it in the back of the net, and that's all she wrote from there. So now looking for Maddie Sims. Sims from the mid-range shot. That one bounces around and falls in. Maddie Sims with her first 2 points of the night. Or I should say the afternoon. Not used to these afternoon games yet. It'll get to me. Petoni now finds Singh. Singh looking towards the outside. A nice shot taken here by Aldarelli. That one won't go. That one looks like it'll stay in favor of Robbinsville. We're going to take a look at the replay.
See it from the inbound. She's open right at the stripe. With a couple of bounces, and it goes in for her.
Great scheme play there by Coach McDonald. Looks like the Sterling girls got it down in the huddle as well. Good read there by Wilsey, but couldn't get a finger on us. Now Robbinsville still in transition. They find Singh. Singh now finds Petoni. Back to Singh. Singh looking underneath for Perini. Perini looking towards the outside for Griffin. Griffin pulling it from 3. Won't go. Rebound gotten there by Maddie Sims. Good job on the board so far here by the Lady Knights. Not been much of a problem. One of the biggest problems have been their turnovers thus far. Sims looking to find Kuhn. A nice play there by Ava Aldarelli to read the pass. Robbinsville now trying to work. Singh trying to rotate the ball here. Aldarelli has it. She passes it back to Singh. Singh for Griffin. Griffin going to pull it from 3. That one won't go. Rebound by Montatine. Now Sterling looking to move in transition. Montatine slows it up. She's going to rip it from 3. That one won't go. Savored there by Amber Wilsey, but Robbinsville will get to it first, and Singh now back in transition. Montatine taking a lot of ambitious shots here. Hasn't made one so far. Nice pass underneath. Great defense there by Lexi Kuhn. Rebound gotten by Robbinsville once again. That one tipped out. Griffin now trying to move it. Good defense here by Wilsey. She finds Singh. Singh guarded by Logan. Trying to move in towards the lane. A nice fadeaway mid shot. That one won't go either. Rebound by Robbinsville once again. And Griffin and Singh will restart. Singh looking underneath. Mid-range shot taken here by Perini. That one doesn't go. A rebound by Sims, and now Sterling back in transition once again. Sims now trying to go towards the basket. Gets it stripped away from her a couple times. A foul called, though, on Robbinsville.
Look at what Collins did. She gets covered pretty well. I think it's the check.
So that one was called on Madison Griffin. It's her first, the team's second of the quarter. Madison Griffin running the point a little bit for this Robbinsville team a lot of the time, so it's going to be important that they keep her out of foul trouble throughout the game. Montatine now trying to drive towards the basket. She gets it stripped away from her by a couple of players. Montatine gets it out to Hofbaker. Freshman to freshman connection here for Sterling. She goes underneath to Paris Logan. Logan driving towards the basket and ties this one up for the Lady Knights. A nice play there by the senior, Paris Logan.
Paris Logan, an underrated scorer at the rim. She's had some good performances already in the season. When she gets going, she gets going. Just get her in the paint, she'll probably get you a couple buckets.
They were trying to feed it to her a couple times. It was well read by Robbinsville in that first quarter, but great job there to find her was Molly Hofbaker. A jump ball called. Good hustle by this Sterling team so far as we're going to take another look at that Paris Logan bucket.
When we look here, she's got one defender she's able to push off of and drive through. Pierini couldn't do anything about it.
So now they look outside. Ravens now resetting. This one goes out to Singh. Singh finds Godwin. Back to Singh. Singh looking underneath. Well read there by Aaliyah Smith. Sterling now moving in transition. Foul on Mahik Singh.
We look again. good stop. And then stop there. It's just a bit of a check before they can do much of anything. Now they get a little bit of time to build their own pace.
So Montatine now trying to look underneath for Paris Logan once again. Logan going towards the bucket, and a nice move there. Paris Logan has herself 4 points on the afternoon so far. Sterling taking their first lead of the afternoon.
Again, just another great example of how good she can be in the paint when you need some points.
Paris Logan, a nice move. Coach McDonald very enthusiastic about that one. Paris Logan, I mean, definitely someone that has tried to find her offensive game as the games have went on, but man, she looks like she's hit her stride today. Rebound here by Hoffaker, gives it off to Montatine. Montatine now slowing up the pace, but keeps it going. Finds Kuhn. Kuhn hesitant, gets it back to Montatine. She tries to find Aaliyah Smith, who keeps the ball inbound. She throws it over back to Montatine. Montatine is going to rip a three-pointer. That one hits off the rim. Robbinsville now with possession. Singh has it. Another ambitious shot here from Montatine, who hasn't made one so far. But definitely trying to get the ball towards the net is a good idea. Batoni now for three, and she cashes in on one of her own. Batoni, impressive shot there. Robbinsville strikes back and takes the lead once again. Now Lexi Kuhn looking to go underneath, gets it stripped away from her. Jump ball, and it'll go back in Sterling possession.
It was a nice read to try and get the steal there. It looked like it was almost definite, but it was a good way to get the hand back on the ball, give you a jump ball, and another opportunity.
Kuhn was looking for Paris Logan. A nice idea, but well read by Robbinsville. She gets it out to Aaliyah Smith. She finds Hoffaker. Hoffaker now resetting. Good defense here by Robbinsville. Sterling now starting back with possession. Smith has it. She finds Montatine. Montatine was looking underneath and stripped away there by Robbinsville. A nice read there by Bianca Godwin. So now Mahik Singh will start back with it. 20 seconds remain here in quarter number 2. Batoni has it. She finds Singh, back to Batoni. She looks underneath. Great passing here by Robbinsville. Gets back out to Batoni. Guarded heavily here by Molly Hoffaker. She finds Singh. Limited time left. Hoffaker makes a good read. 5 seconds left. Singh needs to get a shot off. She gets it over to Godwin. Godwin puts up a floater. That one doesn't go. And that will be the end of half number 1. So a good half. I mean, low scoring, but great defense by the Lady Knights. But something they definitely need to work on are those passes and turnovers underneath. So that'll do it here for half number 1. We're going to go to the second half in just a few moments, but we'll be right back at you after this commercial break.
Suicide is no joke. On average, one person commits suicide every 16 minutes. It's the 10th leading cause of death in America. It's also the 3rd leading cause of death for teens and adults ages 15 to 24. Depression is the leading cause of suicide. About 2/3 of people who commit suicide are depressed. Each suicide affects at least 6 other people. If you think someone is considering suicide, don't leave the person alone. Talk to them. Contact a teacher, a parent, a counselor, a coach, or a friend.
Speak up. You might save a life. It might even be my life.
Speak up. Save a life. Prevent suicide.
you didn't recognize her, that's our very own Sterling Lady Knight, Amber Wilsey, and we're back broadcasting her and the rest of the Lady Knights as they try and retake the lead from the Robbinsville Ravens here in half number 2. So welcome back. Thank you all for tuning in for this afternoon, and we're going to take a look at some of the Sterling and Robbinsville stats. On the Sterling side of things, a bit low scoring. Paris Logan with 4 points. Amber Wilsey, we just mentioned, with 2, and Maddie Sims also with 2. And then on the Robbinsville side of things, also relatively low scoring. Aldarelli has 5, Petoni has 3, and Griffin has 1 point.
When we take a look, it's a nice mid-range that gets blocked, and then they take a really good shot over most of the defense to kick off some scoring, and then kept to some perimeter stuff. They shoot once again. It's a nice 3 attempt here, and it goes.
And the perimeter passing, something that was put on premiere for this Robbinsville team. Here's another one where Petoni lets one fly from beyond the arc and cashes in. And now on the Sterling side of things, very low scoring, and definitely something they definitely talked about in that locker room. We're going to take a look at some of the points they got. Nevertheless, this one, nice play here by Wilsey, a nice little floater that hit off the backboard. Bank was open for her today. And then here's a nice angle of yet another one. Here's the free throw shot there from Maddie Sims, or from the free throw line. And this one, just a nice play by Paris Logan.
As we see here, just Finet gets a nice pass under the Logan, and she charges through. Nice post work, and then once again, they find her underneath. And if we see from the rim, she pushes through, and it's a nice move happen, and she gets them their first lead.
So Robbinsville giving Sterling a bit of a tough time. We're just going to go over some total stats. I mean, one of the big ones, Mr. K in the truck was harping about it. I mean, these total turnovers for the Sterling team, 11 for Sterling compared to Robbinsville, 7. The total field goal percentage, Sterling is winning in that category. Sterling is 23%, Robbinsville with 12. Robbinsville on the attack as we speak now. Doing a good job of rotating the ball now, almost losing it. Taking a look at some of the rebounds, Sterling had 13 rebounds. They did a relatively good job, so Robbinsville's 9. This is a nice mid-range shot, just hits off. And speaking of three-point percentage, Max, not very good for Sterling. Went 0 for 4 compared to Robbinsville's 2 for 10. And at the charity stripe, Sterling didn't shoot a single free throw. Robbinsville went 1 for 4. Jordan Frazier now trying to increase the score for Sterling. Won't go over on that mid-range shot. And Max, compared to last game, Sterling's points, Logan had 15, Kuhn had 14, Frazier had 12. Sims had 7, and compared to this game, but now on a fast break is Amber Wilsey trying to increase her points. That one won't go. But it's been relatively low scoring for this Sterling offense here.
Yeah, I think especially after top performances like that from a lot of your players, the next team on your schedule is going to really hone in on stopping you. And both sides have done pretty good at stopping the other side's offense and doing much of anything, keeping it under double-digit points for both sides.
Great play there by Lexi Kuhn, by the way, who found an open Amber Wilsey. They just couldn't convert on the offensive side. Wilsey finds Sims. Sims looks underneath for Logan, tipped. Now Aldarelli moving up with it. Aldarelli trying to get past Sims. Looks like a carrying violation right there on Aldarelli. We're going to take a look at the replay.
They get the ball tipped and she goes. Oh yeah, it looks to be there. She carries it just a little bit.
So now Wilsey, running the point here for the Lady Knights team. Saw her in our last commercial before we came back from break, promoting recycling. This one finds Frazier. Frazier now charging towards the net. She tries to put one up and gets that one in. Takes the lead for this Lady Knight squad. Jordan Frazier definitely having a great year so far.
While it's not been a ton of scoring, both sides have had their scoring spread out a good amount. Sterling with 4 players scored at this point now. A lot of players getting some contributions, getting it into the net.
Nice read there by Lexi Kuhn. Sterling going back on the offensive. There's a turnover by the Robbinsville Ravens. Maddie Sims now gets it over to Amber Wilsey. Amber Wilsey going to chuck up the long mid-range. That one doesn't go. Nice hustle play there by Amber Wilsey. She gets it back to Maddie Sims. Great play. Sims now. Pressure here by Griffin. She tries to find Logan. She gets in with it with Aldarelli, and she tries to put up a shot that gets fouled on the way up. Good start by this Lady Knights offense.
Shows a lot more hustle to get the ball back to start the second half. And Logan looked like she might have had a nice free shot and drawing a foul anyway, and has chances to put those points up.
So Logan, 8 points per game, 15 points in the last one. Does pretty good from the charity stripe this season. She's a 75% shot, and she nails that one. Sterling takes their first Sterling, the first team to get into double-digit numbers. Logan, once again, 75% from the charity stripe, does a good job. Nails Sterling's first free throw of the game. See if she can get the second. And she just misses. So Sterling, 1 for 2 total on the free throws, and Paris Logan also 1 for 2 total. So as were Sterling's first 2 foul shots. Credit to Robbinsville for not getting themselves into too much foul trouble. So now Griffin has it. She looks long range, finds Klinger. Klinger, pressured by Wilsey. She takes a couple steps back, regroups here. She finds Aldarelli. Aldarelli tries to go and does a nice play. Good cut by Aldarelli, but she couldn't finish it. And a nice steal. Lexi Kuhn keeps it in, and now Sterling back the other way. A bit of confusing play right there. Long-range pass there for Maddie Sims. She finds Wilsey, and Wilsey gets fouled. QB22 is right back in action there, Max.
We see it again, just a long distance. Makes the camera have to do a quick jump over to Wilsey, who draws a foul. It's a nice play, length of the court.
Credit to our cameraman. I think that's Richie Williams up top there. Amber Wilsey, 50% free throw shooter. Misses her first. So good credit to our cameraman, Richie, because that was some great camera work right there. So now Wilsey, shooter second. Misses that one as well. So 11-9 the score here, just getting started here in this second half between Robbinsville and Sterling. First half rather uneventful for the most part, and second half has gotten off to a little bit of a hotter start. So this one gets over to Griffin. Griffin finding Godwin. Godwin looking to go for the long mid-range. That one goes over the net. Back over to Godwin. Godwin finds Griffin. Griffin over to Perini. Good ball movement here by the Ravens. Looking long range to Aldarelli. Aldarelli staying guarded by Lexi Kuhn. Great defense by both Lady Knights. And they get the rebound now going back on the offensive. Lexi Kuhn, one of the first times I've said her name on the offensive side of the ball today. In transition, finds Sims. Sims looks underneath for Jordan Frazier, who collects it. Looks back out to Sims. Sims, her three-pointer goes off the iron. Sims gets her own rebound. Sims putting it back in. Nice play there by Maddie Sims. 4 points on the afternoon for her. Sterling taking a 4-point lead.
I think it's the largest lead, tied for that time where Robbinsville was up 6-2 earlier in the game. You got to keep on expanding it.
The three-pointer taken there by Perini. Rebound almost gotten by the Lady Knights. She gives it back out to Godwin. Godwin back to Perini. Perini once again, but she gets fouled at the three-point line, so she'll shoot for 3. We're going to take a look at Maddie Sims' basket.
She goes for the 3, can't quite get it, then gets the rebound off the iron, makes a nice 2. It's a good overall hustle play to get that ball back and then in.
So Frazier with her second foul. Now Perini will shoot 3. Misses the first. So Perini, 7 points per game, struggles a little bit from the charity stripe. Only a 33% shooter in her sophomore year. Getting big minutes for this Robbinsville team. Perini nails her second. This will be her last of 3. And she makes it. It's now 2-point lead by your Lady Knights. Robbinsville looking to keep the pace up on defense. Maddie Sims with great hustle play in the last possession. Sims now has it, covered tightly by Griffin. She tries to get past Griffin, go to the rim, and she makes a nice play. Maddie Sims, how do you do? Great job there. 6 points for her. Griffin over to Perini, back to Griffin. Griffin looking over towards Godwin. Godwin finding Perini, back to Griffin, back to Aldarelli. Aldarelli's going to pull it from long range. That one just goes off the inside iron. Logan with the rebound. Great hustle play there. Finds Kuhn, and Kuhn looking to restart things for the Sterling offense. Sterling offense looking to find their stride, but has gotten scores on the last 2 possessions. Hoping to keep that a common trend. Kuhn now moving in, trying to do a nice little floater, not enough on it. Now Aldarelli looking to go the other way. Aldarelli in the fast break, looking to take a shot, tightly guarded there by Maddie Sims. Lexi Kuhn now moving in transition. Sims was looking underneath her Paris Logan, but Robbinsville Ravens foul right there. We're going to take a look at the replay.
Take a look here. It's a nice pass into Logan, and a little too much contact there.
Aldarelli in foul trouble now. She has 4 fouls on the night. Looks like that was the team's second foul. Is timeout called here by Coach McDonald.
Griffin and Aldarelli subbed out.
You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling Channel 19, where we will have all the updates of stuff happening on Sterling Channel 19, stuff happening around the castle as well, and just all the stuff you guys need to know at home. So make sure you guys go follow us on Facebook at Sterling Channel. So yeah, Aldarelli, their leading point scorer, 18 points per game, now in some foul trouble. She has 4 fouls on the night. So it's going to be important to make sure she stays in this game for Coach Schmidt.
Yeah, have to play with a little more caution. You're 1 away from getting fouled out prior to the 4th quarter. And especially in a low-scoring game like this, you got to keep your top scorer and try and get something happening. You got to stay a little more cautious. You got to be a little more self-aware. You can stay in the game for sure. You can make it work. It's just you got to be a little more, self-aware of it.
So there's Coach McDonald, historic coach for this Lady Knights team. Led them to a Group 2 title one time. Had that very historic 2011 squad as well. Supposed to have a great squad last year, but, unfortunate events kind of prevented that from happening, which is always not fun. Logan now underneath, trying to take it to the hoop. She gets fouled, and it looks like the foul will be called on Logan.
Take a look here. She gets the ball passed in. Looked like it might have been called for shove or charging.
So it's her second, team second. So now moving up is Singh. Singh finds Batoni. Batoni was looking across, but nice steal there by Maddie Sims. Sims looking to take this one to the hoop, kind of glides on the ground. Looks like this is going to be a jump ball, and possession will stay in favor of the Lady Knights. Sims was moving in transition, got taken to the ground. There is Coach Schmidt again, the Allentown boys soccer coach, coaches the Robbinsville girls basketball team here in the winter. The boys soccer coach for Robbinsville actually coaches their boys freshman team, as this one looking for the corner was Lexi Kuhn. She could not knock that one down, so now Robbinsville back in transition. Singh looks underneath. This one goes back out to Singh, but a nice steal there by Jordan Frazier, who's moving in transition, goes up for the layup and makes a nice play. Jordan Frazier having herself a really good day on both sides of the ball. She has 4 points on offense and doing great stuff on defense. Great hustle from her.
And you heard Coach McDonald say anticipate the steal, and that's exactly what they did immediately.
Biggest lead of the game, or I'd say tied for the biggest lead of the game for either of these teams. Perini now going towards the hoop. Nice play there by Lexi Kuhn. Kuhn finds Sims. Sims now pumps the brakes. Gets it over to Wilsey. Wilsey trying to move in as there's a little bit of a push there from Klinger. Her first foul of the game. So Madison Griffin will check back into this game here for the Ravens. Someone who's done a good job just as a freshman, Max. I mean, a lot of potential from her.
Yeah, she's been pretty solid. She's drawn a couple of nice fouls in this one. Solid overall performance from her.
Jordan Frazier now taking this one up. That one doesn't go in. Paris Logan with the rebound, tries to put it up. The two big girls underneath, but they cannot get it to go. And Robbinsville comes up with the rebound. Just under a minute to play here in quarter number 3. 17-11 the score. If you're just tuning in this afternoon, Robbinsville versus Sterling. These two teams doing a good job on defense. Both trying to find their offensive stride, but Sterling has definitely hit it. Godwin now taking the three-pointer. That one goes in and out. And that one will stay in possession of Robbinsville. So now Perini looking for the inbound pass. She looks out to Godwin. A nice pass from Perini. Godwin's going to take the three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Now Sims moving with it. Sims to Kuhn. Kuhn going to fly from afar, and that one does not go in, and it'll be Robbinsville ball. Lexi Kuhn finding herself with no points today. I was told before the game by Ken's McDonald, former Lady Knight, that Lexi Kuhn was going to be someone that teams have really circled on their on their game sheet. And she does lead the team in scoring with 11 points per game, as that one taken by Godwin doesn't go in. but Lexi Kuhn relatively has been face guarded throughout this entire game, something we saw a lot yesterday with some of the boys basketball players, but Kuhn definitely poses a threat here. Now this is a nice pass underneath for Logan. Logan trying to put this one up. Limited time left, a second left. Foul called there on Frazier. 0.1 seconds left. We're going to take a look at the replay.
We see here, Harris has a shot, can't quite go. Frazier, it's a little too much contact with the upper arm there. Gives him 2 shots.
So now, that was on Madison Griffin. That was it's her second foul of the game. The team's 5th of the quarter. Frazier, nothing but net on her first shot. 6 points per game player, has yet to find her stride, but through these past couple of games has turned into a really nice player for this Sterling team. 47% from the charity stripe. She knocks that one down as well. Great job there by Jordan Frazier, and that is how we'll end this third quarter. So some fourth quarter action coming up. We're going to be going into the witching hour, where wins will be won and losses will be lost, and we'll be right back at you after this break. Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we are back getting ready for some fourth quarter action between Sterling and Robbinsville, and something that Max and I and Mr. K were talking about during the game and a little bit during that little commercial right there is Lexi Kuhn not having any points this game, but helping in multiple other ways.
Yeah, that's the good thing about a player like Lexi Kuhn. When she's not scoring, she's doing something else that benefits the squad, which is why she has been a target for most of these teams they play against, trying to shut her down. But you really can't. She's a very versatile player in the starting 5 for the Sterling Lady Knights.
Well, she always is a versatile player, and I mean, Max, when she starts to find her stride, and I mean, those first couple of games she got a little cold, but in the past couple she's had 25 points when they played Highland. She did well the game against Woodbury where she had 14. Like, she's starting to hit her stride a little bit. These teams are going to start, circling her name and really taking focus, and that's just what's going on. It's going to be a common thread, and some of these other Lady Knights are going to have to step up. Here's a shot, mid-range shot. That one won't go in. A rebound by Robbinsville. That one won't go in. Alderani once again. That one doesn't go in. So Alderelli back into this matchup. 4 fouls, so she does have to be careful. Lexi Kuhn now, again, face guarded by Perini throughout this game. Unable to do much on the offensive side of the ball, and I think Sterling was definitely aware of that going into it. Nice play there by Singh. Wilsey regains it at around half court. She finds Sims. Sims looking underneath. She was looking for Lexi Kuhn, but she got open, but Sims didn't see her. Wilsey now has it. Finds Sims. She finds Frazier. Back over to Sims. Finds Wilsey. Wilsey now. Finds Frazier. Frazier to Sims. Long offensive possession here for Sterling. She finds Wilsey looking underneath. She could not finish the layup. Good play there. But Sterling just not able to convert.
It's a lot of good play, a lot of good effort going into it, but just no points are able to come from it. It's something that while the effort was there, if the result isn't, you can't really look back on it and be like, that was a positive.
So now Griffin looking to rip the 3. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Alderani. She gets fouled by Logan, and Alderelli will go to the foul line to shoot 2.
I mean, there haven't been too many fouls committed by the Sterling side, but this year, an exception, Logan. Just a little too much contact where the shot went up.
Sterling foul number 3, Paris Logan. It's her 3rd.
So Logan also approaching a little bit of foul trouble. It's her 3rd foul of the game. And now Alderelli will shoot 2. Thanks her first. So the leading scorer for this Robbinsville Ravens team, just as a junior, 18 points per game, 73% from the charity stripe. Someone who's been efficient for this Robbinsville Ravens squad, and definitely found herself in a little bit of foul trouble in this game. Has 4 fouls, so definitely needs to be careful as time goes on. She nails her second. It appears as they are going for a full court press here, the Robbinsville Ravens, which is one of Sterling's biggest problems as the year has gone on, Max, and we've seen it throughout all of these games where Sterling has just had some trouble playing against this full court press.
I mean, super hard for any team to be able to beat out. It's a very good way to pressure your opponents into making a mistake on the inbound.
You can follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19, where we have all the fun behind-the-scenes shots of things happening here at Sterling, all the fun pictures that Kay takes of events happening here at Sterling as well. So make sure you guys go follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19. Also, a lot of fun pictures on that Instagram account. I mean, I love when Mr. K posts his little traveling trips.
Yeah.
Took a trip to, I think, was it Fenway this summer, Mr. K? It was Wrigley Field. It was Chicago, so excuse me. It's where the Winter Classic was just played between the Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues. So you can follow us on our athletic director's page, Ben Nicholas's favorite page at Go Night Sports, where our athletic director, Ken Ciano, will post all the fun things you guys need to know about games happening the day and all the results that happen that night. So make sure you guys go follow us at Go Night Sports. There he is. We told him it's coming. He's ready. Let's see if he's ready. He told us he was looking out for it today. He saw the promo. He's watching us. He just said he's watching us from the side. But definitely a great addition. We mentioned it a lot yesterday, so I won't harp on it too much, but to the Sterling community, keeping track of all our sports was Ken Ciano, and it definitely helps a lot. Wilsey now has it. Wilsey heavily guarded here by Aldarelli. She finds Kuhn. Kuhn to Sims. Kuhn now trying to drive into the lane, gets a tip. She finds Sims. Sims is going to rip one from long range, and she nails it. Maddie Sims. Perfect shot there. She has 9 on the afternoon, and Sterling up by 9 as well.
Zero fear out of Sims. No matter what the shot is, she's got confidence in herself. That's the type of player you want on your team.
Looking to respond there was Batoni. She didn't get enough on it. That'll go in Sterling possession. We're going to take a look at that replay.
Take a look again. It looked like Lexi might be finding something there, but then she finds Sims. No one really in front of her. Open 3. Bang.
Sims cash money honey. A great shot there by Sims. She looking to go long range there for Jordan Frazier. A good pass. Frazier couldn't catch up to it. That one went out of bounds. Ambitious throw there by Maddie Sims, and that one would have actually connected too. It was just Frazier couldn't get all of it.
Feels like we're broadcasting football all over again.
Yeah. Oh, don't mention any fall sports, man. I remember kept having trouble. I kept saying throw-ins when we were talking about inbound passes here for basketball, but now a three-pointer taken, won't go. Rebound on the ground, jump ball called, and possession will go in favor of Sterling. Good hustle so far in this fourth quarter from the Lady Knights.
I mean, when you're under the pressure that Robbinsville is going to call for, you're going to have to play as alert as you can. They've done just that in the first few minutes of this last quarter. They're up by the largest lead of the game, and if they can keep it up, it's all but resistant pressure. That's the one main thing they can do here.
So Robbinsville will get possession after the full court press does what it needs to do. This one will go out to Aldarelli. Aldarelli is going to rip a three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Wilsey gets the rebound. Wilsey gets fouled there by Batoni. That's her first of the afternoon. Excuse me, that is her second of the afternoon. That's the team's first of the half. Not the half, the quarter. Oh my goodness, what's happening to me? It's still early for me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Paris Logan's looking to find an open player here. She gives it to Kuhn, and now Sterling looking to go in transition. Logan pushing past people.
See on the replay, she's trying to break her way through. She gets past half court, and then a bit of a shove off that then has a run into Lexi Kuhn.
So that one was called on Kiara Perini. Another one of these starters for Robbinsville. Robbinsville has not gotten themselves in free throw trouble necessarily, but the fouls have been racking up Hoffaker, a nice pass underneath for Paris Logan. A nice vision there by the freshman Molly Hoffaker. Logan now has 6 on the afternoon. Sterling increases their lead by double digits.
First double-digit lead of the night, or afternoon, excuse me. I'm doing it now, too.
Yeah, I know, right? Nice steal there by Lexi Kuhn. She's looking to move in transition. Kuhn now, still searching for her first points of the game. Dishes it out to Paris Logan. Logan to Hoffaker. Hoffaker finds Kuhn. Kuhn from really long range and nothing but net. She's making it rain now. Sterling finally hit their stride, up by 14. Singh finds Batoni. Batoni trying to look for an open player. Batoni, good pressure there by Molly Hoffaker. She gets it out to Singh, and Robbinsville looking to regroup. Batoni now from beyond the arc trying to respond with one of her own. Hits off the rim. Good rebound there by Godwin. Godwin trying to put one up. That one off the rim. Wrestling to the ground, says that one was hit off of Frazier's. We can take a look at the replay.
You see here once again, Hoffaker finds it at the top of the key, right in.
Wet like water right there from Lexi Kuhn. And now Godwin has it in the corner. Gives it off to Aldarelli, excuse me. Aldarelli finds Batoni. Singh to Aldarelli. Aldarelli with a nice little fadeaway mid-range. That one doesn't go for her. Sterling back in transition. Frazier now trying to take this one up the court. Pressured here by Robbinsville. She tries to find Wilsey. That one tipped. Aldarelli gets the turnover. Aldarelli stops, puts one up, and gets that one in. Relatively low scoring afternoon for her. She only has 7. Take a look at that replay there. A nice play by Aldarelli. And now, Sterling now with a big inbound pass here. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in quarter number 4. Sterling with a 12-point lead over Robbinsville. Sims looking deep. She tries to find Paris Logan. A nice pass by Sims. Logan goes under to the basket, tries to put a play up, doesn't go. This one bounces out to Hoffaker. Hoffaker off the backboard. That one doesn't go. Kuhn tries to put one up. That one doesn't go. And the traveling violation called there on Batoni.
Look here, it's just one miss, then another miss, and then a grab. And travel's called. And Sterling keeps the ball after a bit of a scuffle.
This one goes out to Logan, blocked there by Singh. And now looking the other way is Aldarelli. Aldarelli's going to stop at the three-point line. She's going to put one up, and that one doesn't go. Sims now working back in transition. Sims puts up the brakes, puts one up. That one doesn't go. Sims gets her own rebound, puts one up once again. That one doesn't go. A lot of shots being taken in these past couple of seconds. Almost a little bit too much for me to handle, but Ravens finally slowing down the pace. Batoni out to Singh. Singh finds Aldarelli. Aldarelli now giving it over to Perini. Perini's three-pointer does not go. Kuhn slowing the pace down, staying poised. Now moving in towards half court. She gives it off to Sims. Sims off to Wilsey. Wilsey now getting double teamed. She gives it off to Lexi Kuhn. And she say that she stepped out of bounds, so now we'll go in possession of Robbinsville as there's 2 minutes left here in this fourth quarter.
I mean, being up by 12 after a very close and low-scoring game is very important. He's got to maintain it for these last 2 minutes, and the defense has shown throughout this contest that they can do just that.
Aldarelli finds Klinger. She finds Singh. Singh now to Batoni. Batoni now finding Perini. Perini, her three-pointer off the front iron. Off to Aldarelli. Aldarelli can't put that one up. Robbinsville still finding it. They get it to Perini. Perini's three-pointer does not find the net. And now Wilsey has it. Wilsey taking her time here. Minute and 26 reach. She finds Hoffaker. Hoffaker's mid-range shot doesn't go. Logan with the rebound. She gets fouled on the put-out. She will go on the line for 2.
It doesn't look like we've ever seen a cartwheel before, but she tried to attempt one. Seems like it kicked Logan in the hip there.
So Batoni's third, the team's third, and Paris Logan will now shoot 2 from the line. 75%, from the charity stripe. She nails it.
We got one more.
So Logan definitely doing a great job today. Misses her second. And then Maddie Sims with the putback. Nice play there by Maddie Sims. It caught me sleeping a little bit. I was putting down a stat on my paper. And Maddie Sims with the quick points. So now Sterling with a 15-point lead over Robbinsville. Robbinsville chucking up threes now. That one does not go there for Klinger. Sterling gets possession back. Wilsey looking to get out off of her side of the court. Getting pressured here by multiple Robbinsville players. And a timeout called there by Sterling. Smart timeout there by Coach McDonald because they got put in a sketchy situation. But you can get put on our Twitter page at Sterling TV 19. We'll have live updates of all the sports and, of course, all the fun and exciting things that happen here around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter or X at Sterling TV 19. So we're testing out our athletic director again. Maybe catching him a little bit off guard this time because we weren't shouting out his Twitter page. We can't give him all the love sometimes. We're shouting out our Twitter page. Give him a few seconds there. Oh, he sees us. No, yeah, you're. Hey, we found him. He's watching us. There's our athletic director, Ken Ciano, who watches the games on his laptop to look at replays and such, and we appreciate his support.
Always watching.
Always watching. It's a good reference, Max. I actually wasn't even thinking about that. A fun week for us this week. We have 3 streams. I think we have one Monday, Wednesday, Friday here at Sterling TV 19. We'll be back with the girls when they play Haddonfield on Wednesday. Friday will be Haddon Heights for the girls. 2 very tough games. I mean, 2 tough games that, you know, the girls can manage. I mean, their defense is so stellar. It's just trying to work on the offensive side of the ball. It's going to be a little tough for the Lady Knights. They look for the deep pass, finding Logan, who couldn't catch up to it. Ambitious play. I liked it. I got to say, I like that one, Max.
Bold strategy, Dan. Let's see if it works out for him.
Post-game to follow if the Lady Knights can triumph. This one finds Singh. Singh out to Aldarelli. Aldarelli, her three-pointer, finally finds the net. Aldarelli having herself quite a good game as well. She has 10 points, which I think leads on both sides. That one goes off of Klinger. We're going to take a look at the replay.
I want to see what happened here. I mean, this is a nice 3, but it looked like someone might have, after that play on the next inbound, someone might have ran into the bleacher there.
No, it was Maddie Sims threw the ball at someone's leg, and I think it was Klinger's leg, and it hit the bleachers as it deflected.
I thought it was an injury, and I got very scared.
No, I know. I was thinking the same thing right there, Max. Paris Logan looking to go underneath the basket. Her layup will not go. Robbinsville looking to move in transition. 12 seconds remain here in quarter number 4. Singh moving it up the court. Singh finding Aldarelli. Aldarelli's three-pointer. That one will not go. 5 seconds remain. Jump ball called there, and possession will go in favor of the Robbinsville Ravens. 2.2 seconds remain here, starting with a 12-point lead, so this one seems a little out of grasp here for the Robbinsville Ravens, looking to get something done. Aldarelli off the inbound pass, going to rip one, trying to beat the buzzer. That one does not go. And your Lady Knights have triumphed over the Robbinsville Ravens in a final score of 30-18. A very fun game. I mean, a little lackluster on the offensive side to start, Max, but as the game went on, Sterling finally hit their stride.
I mean, they had a lot of good defense in the first half, and then in this last quarter, they found their stride fully, getting a lot more shots going. Really good side all around.
So post-game to follow with some of your favorite players to come on the broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you guys in just a couple of moments.
Dude, are you kidding? Pictures. Sean, what are you doing? Go to Redmond's office.
Oh my god, what a loser. He's so annoying.
Looking at the story, you'll know by the story the first few lines. We're talking about that paragraph again in the story.
You know what? I'm done. That's it, teach. I quit. I'm done. You know what? I'm gonna stay in school.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how was the game?
It was great. We won.
I'm sorry I missed it.
It's okay. You can check out all the highlights on Sterling TV 19's YouTube channel.
Oh wow, really? Alright, I'll check it out then.
Bye.
So welcome back here after a 30-18 win over the Robbinsville Ravens. We're going to have a couple of the girls ask her some questions. First, it's going to be the queen of the court, Maddie Sims. Now, Maddie, I mean, you guys started off a little slow on offense. I mean, only 9 points in that first half, but you came out and scored 21 in that second half. I mean, how does it feel, to get back on track after a rough first half?
Honestly, it feels really good. In the locker room at halftime, we all agreed that this wasn't how we played. This isn't the Lady Knights, and we just knew that we had to pick up the pace.
I mean, what do you do, as one of the better players on this team, what do you do to kind of just take control and without, Lexi, because she was getting face guarded that whole game? I mean, what do you do to try and take control of that game and try to make it your own and succeed the way you guys did?
When obviously they face guard or they try and take out one of our main players, I just think, there's 5 people on the court, and if you try to take out one, you still got 4 other girls that can step up and score.
And I mean, looking forward to next game, and what is something you guys are going to look to try and work on? I mean, even after a big win, stuff you guys have to try and, tighten up together.
I think our next game against Collingswood, I think, honestly, we just have to keep dribbling the ball, keep the pace, and just honestly connecting passes and just, keep playing as a team.
Now, I got to ask, are you going to go out for a quarterback next year with all your long passes, or is that TBD?
I might, honest. I was thinking about it,
Thanks for coming on, Maddie. Thank you very much. Next, I'm going to have Jordan Frazier. Now, Jordan, you're a player that, started off the season, didn't touch varsity last year. And you kind of knew you were going to step into this big role, but you've done a great job with it. Saw you were the queen of the court last game when you guys, won. And how does it feel, to step in this big role and do so well in it?
I mean, I guess you're never fully prepared for it, but you just got to go out there and do your best. And I mean, Coach Kate and all the other girls have done a good job of supporting me and just training and preparing. It's a whole new team and a whole new dynamic, so we're all just working it out together. And I mean, as a team and like yourself, taking it step by step, I mean, what is one of those steps that you guys feel like you guys can take, going into that next game against Collingswood to try and, just tighten everything up? I mean, just bit by bit, being more careful with the ball, taking more control of the game, going out with more intensity, and just ultimately building team chemistry and all that to slowly build us into a better team. And just after a big win today, and you guys have done a really good job, I mean, being a little bit on the limited side this year. I mean, what do your emotions feel like? How are you feeling about this team, morale-wise, et cetera, stuff like that? I mean, I'm really excited. I think, we started off a little shaky, but I think it's only going to get better, and I'm really excited to see what we build into and just, how much better we get, because I know, sky's the limit and stuff like that. Thank you very much, Jordan. Thank you for coming on. Congratulations. And next, it's going to be Amber. And, I mean, Amber, as a veteran, you guys started off super slow. What are some things you try and, do to try and, pump some energy into the team, get them some juice?
Yeah, we just got to pick each other up. Honestly, that's really all we can do. That was our game to speed it up because they weren't really with it. And, I mean, 9 points in that first and then 21 in that second half. I mean, how did it feel going into the locker room at the end of the game, knowing you guys definitely gave it your all and came out with the win? Yeah, it felt really good. We all got excited once we were, picking it up and making our shots. I mean, you guys have a really tough week this week. I mean, you have Collingswood, Haddonfield, Haddon Township. And, I mean, going into those games, I mean, what are your thoughts? Yeah, I mean, we just got to stay focused. The chemistry was there today, so hopefully we can bring that into this week's games. All right, thank you for coming on, Amber. Congratulations. And then last, it's going to be Coach McDonald after she's done her little social hour. Come on, Coach. She's making her way over, moseying on over, the usual Coach McDonald stuff, and finally makes her way over here. Now, Coach McDonald. Oh, thank you. I mean, you're a Steelers fan. Probably doesn't like your shirt. No, my mom does not like my shirt. Well, don't tell Tad that. Anyway, so Coach McDonald, I mean, you guys started off super rough in that first half. I mean, just to put it lightly, 9 points, but came out in the second half, had a much better second half. I mean, what are some things you try and do for the girls? I mean, a rather unexperienced team to keep them in it and keep them going.
Yeah, we just told them that they had to come out with more intensity in the third quarter. I mean, we had a really good game last night. It was a fast-paced game last night. This game was more of a slower pace, and I think they weren't quite ready for it. And we just wanted to speed up the game and come out with more intensity.
Now, I know from Ken's, and I mean, just looking at the game, I mean, Lexi Kuhn was getting limited big time. I mean, face guarded the whole game. I mean, a couple other girls set up. I mean, what do you have to say about, the limit? We don't have a lot of star power this year, but just the greatness of some of our role players showing today.
Yeah, for sure. I told Lexi that's what I figured that they were going to do, is try to take her out. But there's 5 people on the floor, and 4 of them are capable of scoring as well. And it's a team effort, and our motto is "We is greater than me." So it's not one person. If you want to take Lexi out, okay. Other people are going to have to step up for her, and I think everybody did.
And I mean, you guys have a tough road of conference games this week. I mean, what are some things you guys are going to do to prepare for those very intense conference games? I mean, it started with Woodbury, but you guys have a lot more coming.
It's just the same kind of thing. We just have to keep getting better offensively. The girls, I keep telling them, you have to get comfortable at being uncomfortable because no one's in a position that they're used to being in. So we just keep working on that. And we only gave up 18 points today, so as long as we can play good defense, we should be in games.
The Coach McDonald Zone succeeded in many senses. Thank you for coming on. Congratulations. Thank you. You too. So that'll do it for our little Saturday stream, the second of our little 24-hour extravaganza for you guys at home. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to all our camera people who came out to help today. Thank you for Mr. K in the truck and all the producer stuff behind the scenes. Thank you everyone who supported these two streams. We'll be back at you when the week starts. And I think that's it. And as always, go Knights.